Hello, ladies and gentlemen of Germany. It's me, NYSEinstein, from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Wirtschaft Television, NYSE, having a wonderful day. Today's Friday. Today is August 26th. Today was an incredibly fascinating day. So, market ended up, hold on, let me put on my beautiful glasses. We ended up closing down 53 points. Today was incredibly fascinating because we saw massive 200-point reversals in the market, in gold, in oil. A lot of stuff going on today. We came in today, and as we've been talking about, we've been waiting really for something to happen. What was going to be the leg up or leg down that this market was going to take? What was going to be the catalyst for that? And we've talked about it for days. Fed, all day long, all night long. So, problem with the Fed is miscommunication, mixed signals, dissent amongst the ranks, one saying one thing, one saying another. And in fact, the Fed chairman saying absolutely nothing that was at all level of clarity that we could really trade off of. So, where did that leave us? Today, we had Jackson Hole. Today, we had the symposium of economists, CEOs, and the Fed. Yellen had center stage. Obviously, this morning's rumor was, so as we know, the posturing is here that if we raise interest rates in September, that would put a negative posture on the market. Rallying gold, posture in the market on the negative side, and whatnot. If they decide to postpone it, positive for the marketplace. It's all perception, right? So, in my opinion, the sooner we do it, it's a sign of the economy being a little healthier. Markets even themselves out. It'll give us the last quarter to really, for things to sort of adjust themselves, for things to even out, for the oil to rise to the top and equalization amongst the markets. Net, at the end of the day, we came in this morning and the market rallied 100 points. Not clear why that was. Rumor that she was going to put off, that she was going to basically say, as she did, this is a data-driven decision, that we're probably not going to do it this year, or that we're going to do it in December, or September's off the table. That, I guess, was, whether it was rumored, whether it was predicted, whether it was expected. Market came in, rallied strong. We were up 110 points at one point. She came on TV. This was all before she even spoke. She came on TV and basically said, which is the greatest line ever, and I can't find it right now, darn, that the posturing of the marketplace at the moment has pointing signs towards a bit of a recovery, and that the raising of interest rates was more of a possibility than not. Well, in my opinion, that means basically that September it's on the table and we're going to raise rates. Well, market didn't really respond to it that way. They thought she was going to be putting it off and maybe doing it in September, in December. Another one of the Fed guys came on about an hour or so later, after the market was roaring, after gold was up 18 points, after oil was up, strong market across the board, basically pointing towards December at best, maybe even not this year. And he said, you know what, guys, that's not how I'm reading it. I mean, it's like reading a text. You can't tell if someone's in love with you or they're blowing you off on a text, right? It's like, my name is Fink, what do you think? I'll clean your clothes for nothing. It makes no sense. You just got miscommunication. It can happen in a text. It can't happen on a phone call, but it can surely happen with the Fed minutes, right? And the Fed dissemination of information could not be more confusing. This gentleman comes out, and I don't really remember his name, and he said, basically, guys, the way he interpreted what she said was September is definitely on. We may, in fact, have 2 raises this year. The market reversed, sold off 200 friggin' points. Gold went from up $18 to up $3. It ended up closing up $1. Oil reversed on everything, and the market went from up 100 points to down 110 points. A massive midday. I'm not sure what time it happened. It happened around 11:30 to 12:30. It was an hour-long sell-off that was across the board and strong. Basically saying that if we're going to raise in September, that's going to have a negative posture on the market. All bets are off on the other side. So we ended up closing down 50, still at 18,400, still a strong market, but that reversal was significant. Oil basically flat off a fraction the Russell off, the S&P off, and gold up $1.30. So, as normally happens with these Fed minutes and Fed announcements, people digest the situation. We're going to come in on Monday. We're talking about the end of August here. We've got some MSCI. We've got some rebalances. We've got a little digestion of that information coming out of Jackson Hole, and we're going to see what people think. September is looming. We will eventually come to a point where we will know if they raise it or not. So I'm done for the day. It's been a long week. NYSE Einstein is going home to relax.